Welcome to Pet Pals TV. We got the whole gang here today. Stewie and Mabel and Laura Steele. Laura Steele is joining us as a first-class reporter. And Stewie approves too.
Thank you, Stewie.
You may know that name, Laura Steele. You may have heard her voice. You've been everywhere in the radio.
I talk a lot. I've been in radio for quite some time, all over the country. We're talking Chicago, Dallas. I'm on now currently in Cincinnati, Indianapolis. Voice work for the Indy 500. So a rock and roll lover and a lover of animals. So this is an absolute honor to be with you.
This is great.
Yeah, do coverage with Pet Pals TV.
Now, you mentioned your love of animals. What do you have at home?
I have two dogs at home. I have Pearl and Oliver. And just as I was coming to the studio today, Pearl and Oliver got into the trash, so they're in trouble right now. They're mixed, little white fluffy. One is a rescue, the other is a Pouton, which I know Pouton's a Coton de Tillier and a Poodle mix.
Really?
Yes, so it's a Pouton. Oliver would like to think he's the only Pouton out there, but there are a few of that little hodgepodge of dogs.
They are spoiled rotten, and that's the way they should be at your house. Now, your first story, quite an emotional one.
It is an emotional one.
Because we're talking greyhounds. In case you didn't know, the whole greyhound situation is changing. In 2021, 7 of the 11 races in Florida, they're going to go away.
They voted that they are done.
Okay.
They're done.
Whether you approve of that or not, here's the situation. We have 6,000 to 8,000 greyhounds that are going to need homes.
Right.
What did you find out about the greyhounds?
I talked to Mary Loudon, who is the president of Prison Greyhounds. Now, these greyhounds have gone into the prisons to get ready to be
to teach
the
them
retired,
how to be pets.
the retired ones before this law went into effect, or before it will go into effect. And so that has been a program they've been doing, but now they're faced with a whole different situation.
And here we go. Prison Greyhounds with Laura Steele.
We are here at a class. We're learning what it's like to be a foster parent, or just have a greyhound in your family. Let's start with why this is such a delicate and important time for this breed.
Well, racing was just banned in November in Florida. So that's going to impact anywhere. The estimates are from 5 to upwards, maybe 8,000, maybe 10,000 dogs. Not that all of them are in Florida, but some of them may have been designated to go to Florida, but now will go other places or need to be retired and find homes instead. So over the next 2 years, we're going to see a gradual phase out of racing in Florida. So the greyhounds will need to find appropriate homes. So we are talking to people about what they can do to help the process.
Prison greyhounds, though, tell me about the prison part, because that is something that you've been doing before this law was passed and the need for these animals to find homes. Now especially, tell me about that aspect of it.
Well, we take 4 to 8 greyhounds and we foster them in Putnamville Correctional Facility, which is a medium-level men's prison in Greencastle, Indiana. And we take the most confident, kind of what we call the bomb-proof dogs, the ones that can be around large crowds of people. Like, for instance, Dixie and Oreo here were both designated originally to go inside the prison program because they meet that confidence level. So, and when they foster them for 2 months, and they do the same thing that a good foster home would do.
Good with kids, I see.
Yes, these are absolutely. And these kids are good with greyhounds. So that's important. When people say, are greyhounds good with kids, Jen and I always like to ask them, are the kids good with greyhounds? Because there's a parent's responsibility to teach the children to respect the greyhound. Well, we always make it a point to follow up with the adopter, because no matter how perfect you think the match is, you never really know until the dog goes into the home. And we always make sure that it is a success. And if not, then we just simply rehome the dog. So, but we've had huge success with people. They adopt their first one, they usually end up coming back wanting a second one, because when it comes to greyhound adoptions, you can forget everything you've known about dogs. It's kind of like, this is a different breed. It has a different heritage, a different upbringing, and there are some unique advantages to that. And people love that. So they love the breed. So it's not for everyone. We call it New Dog Day, the day that the dogs arrive.
I want to hear about the transportation because I understand that is a huge aspect of it. This particular vehicle is amazing. It is really a home for them on the road.
It is. And you'll get a chance to see and hear more about Victory Lap Greyhound Transport. They're a 501c3, and they are a company, they're a nonprofit that has made the decision that they're going to assist in bringing home the retired racing greyhounds. Not everyone knows how to safely and properly transport greyhounds, especially in group. And they have a large charter bus, for lack of a better word, that they have transformed into a greyhound transport vehicle. Well, they can go to our website if they're local, based around Indiana. They can go to prisongreyhounds.org. They can also go to our Facebook. We have a very active Facebook. But they need to find out where their closest National Greyhound Association endorsed adoption group is located. Mainly, they need to read the book because, see, the thing is, people are going to hear, okay, they're going to hear all these greyhounds needing homes, 5,000 to 10,000 dogs. Oh my gosh, they're going to think we need to go rescue these dogs. And that's not what we need. Do your research, read the book, see if it's right for you, find a local adoption group.
Okay, Mary, thank you very much. Thank you to these beautiful, beautiful greyhounds that joined us today for the interview. Best wishes to these beautiful dogs.
You too.
Thank you.